Motivating kids to read in the summer can be difficult. I mean, there are so many different things that are fun and distracting. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you my favorite tool to motivate kids to read that makes their eyes bulge out of their head when they see it. Hey there, my name's Joanne Kaminski, and I've been tutoring reading online since 2010. And I've personally found that motivating kids to read in the summer is no easy task. Some kids love to play video games. Other kids are involved in summer camps. And then there's the competition of phones, Netflix, and random videos on YouTube. I don't know what that's about. But every single kid who sees this app that I'm going to share with you that I work with in reading absolutely loves reading these books if they're like in 6th grade or younger. Why? Because this app is so unique. It captures the child's face and makes them the star of the books. Now, books have always been one of those things that, like, when you read, you feel like you're the main character, right? But in these books, the child actually gets to be the main character. And I have even had it where the kids have taken like their siblings' pictures and we've put them into the book and made them the main character as well. Now, the best part is that kids are motivated to read these stories. So, what is the name of this app? It is called Storybots. And these books make your child or student the star of the book. So, here's what it looks like.
Today, I like to go someplace that Brooklyn Military, maybe out of space. Of course, before making the tip, I have to build a rocket ship.
Try this word again.
Trip.
You got it. Now, here's how I use these books to teach the phonics skills that my online reading tutoring students need. Let's take a look at this one. What sound does OR make? If you just read OR by itself, what is it?
O.
You got it. Now we're going to put that inside of the word. You ready?
Torch.
All right, so I'm going to show you exactly how to set this up now for your students. All you need to do is go to storybots.com. It'll automatically go to /backpack. And inside of here, you are going to go to the Starring You books. Then you have all of these books that you can choose from with your students. One of my very favorite books is the Rocket Ride. It's so cool. All right, so I'm going to click on here, Rocket Ride. And you can see here, I have all of the students over the years that I have uploaded into mine. You are going to want to add a character inside of here and take photo or choose a photo. Now, here's how I take the photo, you guys, inside of Zoom. This is so cool. So what I do is I have a thing called Jing on my computer. And what I do is I do a screen capture just of their face. And then I save that photo and I upload that photo right into here. So I can go here to choose photo. And for now, I'm going to go to downloads. I'm just going to choose me right now so that you can see how this works. Open. And now you can see my face obviously is not very big here, right? So I want to zoom in on my face. I want to bring it down. And I want my face to cover the entire screen here. So I just keep pulling it down just like so. And I want it to almost look like I'm wearing a hat. So I can do that. I can keep zooming. If I need to turn it or anything, I can turn, I can rotate so that my head seems to fit appropriately within here. And then you just take a look to see like, okay, so how does this look like when it is inside of the book? Sometimes I need to go back on in and save it. I'm going to put girl here and we're going to put name Joanne and save. And now I can go down to where I saved Joanne. It is all in alphabetical order usually. So here we are. And now I get to be inside of this book. There I am. And it looks good. You see my whole face is like taken up by the picture and the image and all that great stuff. There is music. And so what I do when I'm reading with my students, because the music can be distracting, is I actually turn the music off. Now the music might be fun if they're using this app on their own, but I do find with the tutoring and being able to hear them appropriately, I need to turn it down. And they love the fact that their name then, it says starring and then their name. And then it go on in, and every single page has now me on it. Now I wouldn't usually as a tutor have me in there, but the students love having their faces on in there. Now, some of the words you're going to notice are going to be too difficult for some of your students to read. At that point, you approach it the way you normally would when you come across words that they wouldn't know how to read. If too many of the words are too difficult for them, then this might be a book that's better for you to read to them. And then once they get to the point where they're a little bit more confident with their reading, they'll be able to go on in and be able to read some of these. I do find that kids that are at like the second, third grade reading level tend to read these books the best. A student that's at a first grade reading level is going to struggle with these, and they're going to need some help. And so at that point, I kind of approach it as a, let's read this together. I'm going to have you read some of the words and I'm going to read some of the words. And that helps them with being able to get a lot of fun out of reading it. If you like hearing about the best apps that you can use with your online tutoring, then hit that like button, subscribe, and the little bell. Now, what are your thoughts about this app? Do you think that your students would like to use it? If so, then type yes in the comments. By the way, I know some of you are thinking, Joanne, what are some of the other apps that kids would enjoy using for reading tutoring? Well, my number one tool I use is called RazKids. So if you're interested in seeing how I use it with my tutoring students, all you need to do is click on that video on the right and you will get to see it in action.